I'm back. Hey, it's April 2nd, Tuesday, and I always love this shirt. As you can see, the previous days I was wearing this. I don't know, I love it. People noticing it and they just laugh. That's funny, you know. And my friend Brian Wallace, who was my colleague for King and I, and Drowsy Chapman, he took a picture of this and saying, best shirt ever. Thanks, Brian. Um, well, the morning came, of course, it's April 2nd. Davey and I woke up, he had a shower, and I prepared breakfast for him, just eggs and then different kinds of fruit like melon, kiwi. The kiwi that I bought for from yesterday wasn't really that good, so I feel embarrassed. I had grapes, bananas, and that's our breakfast. It was cool, and then we had fresh orange juice then, and we prepared ourselves. I gave him also shirts from the Philippines for him and for Jimmy, and some shoes, not like bedroom comfy slippers, so he took that too. He was really eager to go home because he has a meeting with a realtor by 11 o'clock, although he can, I said, since he saw the video about their warehouse, so he can see the warehouse next time, be there, because he's really busy. So he left around before 9:30, and then I called up Remo asking him if he's on his way to the warehouse because he has to schedule with Steve. But I asked him, since he's still having breakfast at McDonald's, I asked him if he can come over to the house to pick me up. So he did, and then I did some another spray of Roundups on my secret garden to make sure that the weeds are really dead. And then he came, and I gave him some of the shirts too from the Philippines, because Robert and Steve had so many shirts then. So I brought them to the warehouse for the rest that he didn't choose, because Remo took 2 shirts then, and then we drove to the warehouse. Josh was there, and I showed him also the shirts too, so he can choose whatever he wants there. And I placed some of them in the linen section first, and then Josh was starting to clean up stuff. He started arranging those candelabras that we used for the chandeliers we used for Saturday's wedding, and I started put all the lists for. I prepared the list, the setup for today and then tomorrow too, and then we have Friday as well, and then Saturday. So I tried to pull them out, and then Dan went to Home Depot to buy some wires and metal, something to prepare a little hanging hapa for November. And Steve was really want to start it early, so because they Remo or Dan will be going back to Colorado on May, so his schedule is like he doesn't know when he'll come back here, so he'd rather be ready right now just to be safe. So that's what he did. He came back and fixed it, and then David, so floor designer too, came and picked up Steve, and they went for site inspection in the church for this coming Saturday's wedding. And then Robert came with some lunch for us. Andy came as well, and so we have the Chinese noodles. So we had our lunch first, and we discussed anything about under the sun, like about states and Jewish people. And Robert came, and we shared something about the story of the Palestinians and the Jewish, but of course it's a long history. So after that, what happened? Steve came back, and he asked me if I could pick up. Oh, before Steve came, Robert took the arrangement for today and went down to Coral Gables to meet with Rogers, because he's going to help him set up this little cocktail setups for today. And I thought he can have time to go to our lawyer to give some check, but he couldn't, so I left a message to Marilyn that he planned to send the check by mail instead. So she replied to that and said it's okay. So when he left, Steve came back, and he asked me to pick up the flowers at Fields of Flowers in Boca. So I drove the truck and picked it up. I only have a big box and a small one, all tropicals like ginger and the greens, and drove back to the warehouse. But before I went down, Josh was finished with all these things by around 2, and I drove him down to Publix in our area in Lake Worth so he can take the bus there. So he went home early because he's not feeling well. and he's going to come back anyway on Friday, so you have 2 days of rest. Hope he will feel well. So after picking up the flowers at Field of Dreams, I went back to the warehouse, and then Steve processed it, and Steve left. So we stayed a little while I stayed a little while with Remo. Andy was gone already. So after an hour, we left, and we went down. We went home to bring some stuff, and I, prepared myself, and then Remo had a chat with Steve, and they told me that Steve noticed that our kitty, she picked up her four kitties away from the box that Steve made by the house, in the corner, and he followed them, and we found it's under the by the back. There's a, like wood, old wood of the doors that we used before, and she hid them there, maybe for protection, so she don't feel safe there. She didn't feel safe there with her kids, and with her kittens, so they're there. And so hopefully, we just can wait for them to grow. They can walk and communicate with us and play with them as kittens. So after that, we decided to go out to check out this ice skating rink and the roller skate rink that Sarah told me before, because she's planning to do a roller derby. She's gonna join that. So I heard about it, but I haven't been there. So we found it on Lake Worth Road and Turnpike, and we went to ice skating. And I have the paper underneath saying about the schedules of for public ice skating, and usually it's weekends, and you also the roller blades. But we might start with the ice skating first, maybe next Friday, because we're busy this week, but next week will be more open for the schedule. So, and we might go also, I told Dan that we might go to meet Eric on Friday next week, because he's available for sure. And I can buy already the phone, yay, that I want to get, the Samsung 2S. That's all they can afford for Boost. So after that, after seeing all this picture, and we saw guys playing hockey there, we just canvassed it, and then we went to Vitorelli for our dinner. We shared pasta, spaghetti and meatball, and pizza with mushroom and cheese. So I only had the slice. I couldn't finish it because we had the pasta and the soup, the salad as well, plus the bread. And so we tell stories, we shared stuff, and so we drove back home here, and we watched New Normal. I sacrificed New Girl, though I think I knew about I think it's a rerun for the New Girl. So I watched the New Normal. It's a story about the preparing for the wedding. So they, and the mother of Brian, they have a misunderstanding and they patched up. And then the next episode was 2 hours. The second was their wedding itself, and it was like deciding to be a tradition, but as usual, because of this tradition and everything, it ended up with the surrogate mother was giving birth already at that time. So it was disturbed by the wedding, and after 2 weeks, they had the baby, named it Sawyer Colin, after their last names, and because they know it's a boy, and they got wed in the beach. It was a simple wedding, and Father Michael, who is cute there, presided the ceremony. It was a nice ending. It was their season finale for this season. So I sacrificed the mini project for that because I love mini project too. And then I watched also Splash, a portion of the Splash, and Smash, which was my favorite. So then I got a surprise text from Rick Allen, so I seldom see. Right, last time I saw was the Sunday, and he sent me a text about how's my Easter. And then I also I got a call and a text from Danny Fernandez, who was name as Johnny as well, whom I met at the apocalyptic party. So we rekindle again and just keep in touch, because I said it's been a while, I haven't heard from you. So so I remembered him. And then after the Smash, Remo went home because he's really tired, and maybe by Friday or Saturday he might go back to help us for work. So what has happened today? Very simple, and of course it's another day for tomorrow for work, but everything will be fine. So thank you so much for following my journey. This is Louis saying good night. Bye.